Hey everybody, welcome back to Big Red EDC. Well, we're going to take a look at this guy right here, the Real Steel Sacra. Now, this came to us in January's monthly knife club box. So I've had it for a little bit, used it a little bit, and thought I'd give you my thoughts on it. Now, the one real cool thing, and you obviously can see it right away, is this is an integral piece. You can see that is not a backspacer, that is one piece of steel, which I think that's I really impresses me when they do integrals. And okay, I might be easily impressed. That's fine. But I just like it. It gives it a really clean look. It also gives it that look, of the crown, the whole crown spine sort of look to it, which I really like. And it just looks good. Obviously, we've got some letterboxing going on. You've got them denim micarta overlays on this one. Now, there are, I don't know how many. There are quite a few versions of the Sacra out there. So I'll leave a link down. You guys could go check them out. But there's a few of them. I would say 10, maybe a dozen. There's a few. But anyway, you do have a reversible loop over clip. I mean, it's trying to be deep carry, but you will have a little bit sticking out there. Not a whole lot, just by the angle of the handle, but it'll poke out there a little bit. Otherwise, I am fairly impressed with the overall construction of this knife. Now, I don't know, what do you guys think about, overlays and the letterboxing like that? When the liners, kind of letterbox the scale. That'll be a topic for the discussion down below if you want to throw your thoughts in about that. I mean, sometimes on the right knife it looks good. On this one, I think it looks all right. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good on that. But let me know down in the comments what you think about it. Everything else, like I said, is chamfered off pretty well. Even, this back here, it's kind of thin, but that attention has been paid to it. And that's kind of what I really look for. Oh, let's check our centering. Centering seems to be pretty well done. So yeah, overall fit and finish, not bad. The micarta gives you a great grip. I mean, my thumb is sticking to that. It's very, I mean, you've got a little bit of milling going on in the micarta, but the texture is fantastic, and it just sticks, which I like. I like a lot. Dual thumb stud deployment going on. It is a crossbar lock, for sure. Now, that snaps out there pretty darn good. There you've got the Real Steel. Now, of course, this is a design collaboration with Jacob over at Poltergeist Works. There it is. Bohler K110 on the blade steel. Now, I have had pretty good luck with K110. K110, supposedly an improved version of D2. I've had pretty good luck with it. Never really had an issue. Now, I know, I think one of the big spots about it is it's supposed to be less corrosive. Now, again, even with D2 and high carbon steels, I don't have an issue in the Pacific Northwest, which I really thought I would, but I don't. I take care of my knives, yes, but do I oil my D2? Do I oil my hard carbon? I really don't have to. So I know some of you in like the southern states and stuff, that's almost a have to, which is really interesting. I just thought I would. But anyway, so let's take a look at the blade. Got a little bit of a stone wash going on there. Really light stone wash. Trying to get so the light can hit it. It's very light. Got a nice elongated sort of drop point there. Nice swedge. You've got a little bit of a ramp with jimping. That is done pretty darn well for me. My thumb grips it out there pretty well. Let's check those thumb studs. Yep, they are out of the cutting path. They are out of the sharpening path. We got to like that for sure. So, and it's pretty smooth action. Flip it, it will come out. You saw that. I flipped it pretty hard. You can hear it click. I mean, I'm flipping it pretty hard. The first time I flipped it pretty darn hard, and it did come out. But, yeah, I'm not too overly concerned about that. Now, if you drop it real hard, maybe. It might. But, all right, let's zoom out and let's take a look at our spec checks. And trust me, that point, very, very sharp. Very, very sharp. I meant to push it back here, and I got it in on the point, and I'm like, yeah, we're not going to push that too hard because that's pretty sharp. So, all right. So, overall, what are you looking at? Well, I'm getting about 7 1/4-ish, maybe just a hair over, pretty much a 4-inch handle and a 3 1/4-inch blade. Now, your cutting edge is going to come in right about that 3 inches. And our grip length, slightly from point to where I grip, slightly over 3.5, about 3 5/8. So there you go. I do have a little bit peeking out, about as much as I would have on the pocket clip, peeking out there, just because now if we were talking straight handle, it would be right about that 3.5. And I don't think it would cradle my hand just because of the straightness of the handle, but still feels good. Still feels pretty darn good in hand for sure. All right, so where's the bug out? There it is. My pocket's in the way. We will definitely see the pocket here pretty soon. But line it up, pivot to pivot, and it's fairly bug out-ish in the size. The bug out might have it by just a hair on the blade. Handles seem to be pretty darn even. And of course, in that case, our PM2 is going to be quite a bit larger, as you can see. So let's get a weight on it. Close it up here. Safety first, or last, depending on how you operate. So 73 grams, that's pretty light. 2.6 ounces. And then, of course, that pocket, like I said, it's a loop over. It's trying to be deep carry, but because of the way the angle of that handle, that's pretty much what you're going to have poking out there. Pretty much about almost the same amount as you had poking out of my hand. So, yep, clip is pretty good. It's good going in, coming out. You've got a decent amount of retention. I mean, it's a stiff enough clip. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, overall, what do I think of the Sacra? You know, would it probably be my top choice as a Real Steel? Probably not, but overall, I don't have a lot of complaints with it. Fit and finish, done good. As I mentioned before, I really do like the integral. I kind of wish they would have maybe crowned the spine just to kind of go with this. I know we've got a gap here, so it wouldn't have been, you know, fluent and flow direct, but now, and they still could have done the jimping. I don't know. It just would have, I like a crown spine. I know a crown spine, you can't, you know, you really can't do it with a stainless steel blade either. You'll get them, but not as well as with a carbon blade. So, you know, when I'm talking striking a ferro rod, of course. So, yeah, that's not an overly a concern for mine. You know, just the aesthetics. Just aesthetics. I think a crown spine really would have looked good with it. But overall, fit and finish, good. Ergonomics, pretty darn good. I can feel the clip right here just a little bit. It's not a lot. I'm not calling it a hot spot or anything like that. I just know it's there. Down here, it's fantastic. It's great. Don't even know it's there. Get a good grip on it with my thumb. That jimping really catches my thumb, and I like that. I'm trying to push it across. It's catching really, really well. And then, like I said, you've got that generous sort of sharpening choil there. Your thumb studs are out of the sharpening path, and everything stays where it should be. You know, action-wise, it's pretty good. Yes, it will come open if you shake it hard enough, for sure. Am I worried about it doing it just randomly or with little effort? Not really. Not on this one. There again, sample size of 1. So, it is what it is. I can only tell you what I see. But, you know, overall, Sacra, not bad. Like I said, would it be my top favorite Real Steel? No. No. Well, I've had some others that I would say I prefer more than this one. But this one coming in at $62, it's not bad. Not bad at all. It probably comes down to like I said, aesthetics, what do you like about the looks, what you don't like about the looks, you know, operation, usability, all that other good stuff, not an issue. Fit and finish, not an issue. For me anyway. So it all comes down to what you like, what the look you like, and as I also mentioned, there are a ton of versions of the Sacra out there. Link down in there'll probably be a link down in the description. There'll definitely be a link down in the comments where you guys can go check, just see all the different models if you would like. But thanks so much, guys. Always appreciate you stopping by and checking out what we have to look at. Today just happens to be the Real Steel Sacra. Thanks again, guys. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.